everyone, to the Fatty Patty 2x4 channel. All right, welcome back, everyone. I have a vintage radio here with me. It's not in the best condition. I'm thinking that this is going to be a 3-part series, mainly because I want to paint it. I want to do a lot of things. But first, I just want to get it to play a guitar through. And then I want to involve you guys in the process, what I should do to this. And if I get enough comments on a specific item or a specific way to make it, and I don't just mean one, like if I just have one comment saying you should paint it, one comment saying I should just keep the veneer and try to keep it the same wood color that it already is, that's not enough for me to convince me to do something to this. I'm talking about there's 9,000 of you guys coming to the channel regularly, and you guys haven't pressed the subscribe button. You're not giving me any feedback on what I should do. So that's where I bring it to you guys. I need you guys to be involved in the process. I appreciate every single one of you guys, but let's be frank. I need you guys to press that button. You guys don't owe me anything, but it would be nice that you would support what I'm doing here. Now, let me bring you a little closer. Let me show you what's going to be happening. But all I want to do is say that this thing does work. It turns on. This is how you control the radio. But we don't need these things. So I don't know if I could turn any of these into like a tone knob. And then we'll have volume, you know. And see, this is the volume knob right here. But when you turn this on, it lights this up. And so what I'm thinking is what I want to do is have lights in here, replace this plastic with just the clear plastic, and probably replace this grill cloth with the black one because I want to paint this purple. That's the main thing I want to do. I want to have it like purple and then like kind of like a violet inside. Just make it look really cool. And then I just want to kind of carve, you know, my YouTube name on here. I don't normally say this, but my name is John. And I hope you guys enjoy the channel that I have under the Fatty Patty 2x4. And if you guys want to check out the new channel, which is Fatty Patty Reacts, that would be very helpful too. I'm not sure why I started a second channel and you guys can't see that. I see that on other people's channels. When they start a second channel, it just automatically lets people know that there's another channel. But maybe you guys don't know that. Anyways, I really need you guys' help. And I'm asking for it. And I will wait. Because the view counts have gone down. I'm starting to get like frustrated. Like I don't feel happy about this anymore. Like it is a hobby for me, but I've been doing this like it's a grind. Like I really want to be a YouTuber, and be able to do this as a career. But I can't do that without someone pressing that subscribe button. And at this point, these projects take a lot of time to build. Like I spend 5 days building some of the projects I make, and they get like lousy views. Like 300 is not enough. Like it's like didn't get shared, didn't get liked enough, or people just don't want to even leave a comment. And I might sound like a complainer, but at this point I'm talking to you guys like a human to human, like a brother, you know, like I'm talking to you like a friend. That's the one thing that you will have in this channel. I'm never gonna sugarcoat something. I'm never gonna tell you that everything is perfect, because it's not. I work 6 days a week. this is my only day to do the video on Sunday. So I grind every day. So if you guys could just show some love for this video, and YouTube probably won't recommend this video because I talk too long in the intro, which sounds stupid to me, but I don't care anymore. Like I need your help. So let's move forward. I'm gonna show you what's inside. Alrighty then. So I'm just gonna undo this little back plate. Originally, this didn't come with a plug. So it takes a specific plug. I had to get it off of eBay. If you guys plan on doing this, try to find one off of Facebook Marketplace that comes with a plug. The plug was actually pretty expensive. It cost $30 plus $5 shipping. That is a pretty big price for, you know, antique plug. But they still make them. Just one company is making them on eBay. So that's just food for thought. That was pretty expensive. I originally got this for $30, so $60 is not a bad price. So I don't really know how much I don't need, but I know this is where the plug goes, and there was like some kind of grounding issue. I think that's for the antenna, which I don't actually need. It does work. So the little plug looks like this, and then you just kind of put it in there like so, and you're pretty much ready to go. Okay, we're gonna turn it on. All right, it just takes a second to fire up because it has tubes in it. And then you'll be able to scroll through the radio in just a few seconds. It just takes a second. Yeah, just takes a few seconds. So there you go. Let's see if we get. Okay, this sounds terrible, but I don't think it's gonna sound bad if you play guitar through, because it'll probably have like a fuzzy sound. Assuming that I just take these bolts out and the whole chassis unit will just come right off. So wish me luck. I'm not too familiar with how this is constructed, but this seems to be reasonably. Just remove these pieces here. Should be able to come right off right there. Bust it up. That is a good movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. No? Does it come off? So I've been able to yank it out. I have to desolder the cables that go to the. Just my luck, right? That's okay. I don't really want to desolder those things. We'll just extend them later. Okay. And I'm just gonna cut them. Yeah. For right now. All right, so we got this big ass piece out of here, right? We got the big piece right here. I know you can't really see that, but. And then we got this. Here's the little knobs. They have these little, here's the knobs. They got these like little ridge things on there. I guess this could be helpful for someone else that is modifying it, but kind of had, it's weird, right? I don't know how happy I'm about those knobs. Like, do we keep the knobs? I don't think so, right? I don't know. But I am happy to replace the plastic part. I think that'd be cool. I don't know. You know, just kind of clean it up, make it not smell so much like an old person. Right now it smells really old, but so there's we go. Got the speaker right there. I kept the wires so I can tell which wire goes where. Ah, they're little light bulbs. That's crazy. They use real light bulbs. Obviously, we're not going to use light bulbs. I'm going to cut this and we're going to use LD lights. Okay. But that is interesting, right? What do you think? See? No? LD lights. Be cooler, I think. But yeah, we're definitely going to try to get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah. This is an alien. He's an alien. What are you talking about? I just want to rip this off. I don't need this. Got me? So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to rip this thing off. We don't need all that. Thank you. Same with all this shit here. I don't want any of this shit. Alright, stop. I don't want the radio part. We don't need this part. Got it? This is probably the most time consuming. We just had to take all this stuff off. All right, guys, I'm done putting this together. Now, if you see this picture right here, it looks like a Strat switch. So if you find one of these and you want to do this, you just kind of have to be very patient and just kind of solder to one lug at a time to figure out what's going to be input, because there is kind of a high voltage going into this. I don't really want to mess with it while it's on. Not to mention it has tubes, so you can't really just turn the thing over and figure things out because they do heat up. It took me about like 3 tries to figure out which one worked, and then I ended up just soldering to the outside of the enclosure right here, and that's how I grounded off the output jack, which I ended up installing here. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to add a tone knob. Now, if you could see inside this closure, it's kind of a rat nest, and some of the capacitors seem like they need to be replaced. It might make it sound even better. That is where I bring it to you guys. Should I do that? Should I make this a beast? You know, changing that whole layout, you know, doing a whole configuration, that kind of stuff. Or should I just leave it as is? Right now, I just want to change the outside look of it. Maybe change some of those capacitors. I want to paint it. I want to just have clear plastic and different color lights. So I want to paint this purple. I want to have purple lights. I want the grill to be black. I'll keep these knobs. It just makes it look uniformed. If I don't end up adding a tone knob, I am gonna, cap this off and make sure that it just looks factory. And then other than that, that's pretty much all I really want to do is just have it painted, maybe engrave my name in it. So let's just hear how this thing sounds now. So I'm going to mic this up with the SM57 and the SM58, and you're going to get the unprocessed audio on your end. I'm going to play it through my Fender Stratocaster. That is in standard tuning. And we'll play through some pedals. And hope you guys enjoy this video this far. So if you made it this far, just let me know. Start your comment with, I would paint it purple, or I would keep it original, and then leave your comment. So I know you made it at least this far into the video. Okay. All right, I think it sounds good by itself, but it's not as loud as I would like it to be. I'm just gonna push it with some pedals. We're gonna start off with this big muff, and we'll just move on to some distortion, maybe some delay. All right, in this next segment, we're gonna be using Metal Monster. I think this is a great pedal. You could get these relatively cheap, like $100, $50. They're all over the map, but they are very, very unique and very, very cool pedals. So I highly recommend them. And if you haven't seen the demo that I made of this pedal, and the thumbnail pretty much sucks, I'm just gonna keep it that way, okay? Because I want to be original. I don't try to make clickbait. All right. All right, in this next segment, we're gonna be playing with the worm. I'm just gonna play with the wah setting. I think this pedal is pretty much underrated. This is a great pedal. You can find these relatively cheap off of Marketplace. I found this for about $100. This was a no-brainer. I was like, let me pick it up. Or it wasn't $100, excuse me. 75, even cheaper. Like, come on. I mean, it's pretty much like 2 cups of coffee nowadays. I mean, yeah, this is a great pedal. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're new to the channel, you enjoyed this video, please just press that subscribe button. It really does help me out, and then you'll never miss another video that I make. Now, I'm always trying to raise the bar on Petco stock. That is always down in the description. If you guys want to donate to the channel, there's always PayPal. I will leave some of the stuff that I used for this video in the description. Like if you guys are looking for some of the plugs, or in the future that you watch this video. Other than that, I hope to see you guys in the next video. And if you guys haven't checked out the second channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would go over there and just subscribe to that channel, because it's brand new. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.